Ever wonder why some people just seem to print money effortlessly, while the rest of us are stuck in the mud, working 80 hours a week? Are they smarter? Do they have a secret map to a hidden treasure? The answer is actually much simpler, and it's a word that most proud people hate. That word is copying. Yes, you heard that right. The fastest way to get rich is to be a shameless cloner. But most people won't do it because of their ego. They'd rather be original and broke than a copycat and rich. Let me explain with a simple story. The parable of the two gas stations. Station A is booming. Cars are lined up around the block. Why? Because every time a car pulls in, they wash the windows for free. It costs them almost nothing, but the customers feel like royalty. Station B sees this success every single day, but they refuse to copy it. We do things our own way, they say. That own way is currently leading them straight into bankruptcy. Pride is the most expensive tax in the world, but a man named Mohnish Pabrai took a different path. He decided to copy Warren Buffett. Exactly. Mo by mo. Buffett had been earning 31% every year for 4 decades. Pabrai didn't try to be smarter. He just uninstalled his pride. He entered sync mode with the master. He copied the reading habits. 6 hours a day in total silence. The result? He turned zero into $154 million. But isn't copying cheating? That's what school taught us. In school, looking at your neighbor's paper makes you a failure. In business, it's called market research, and it makes you a millionaire. Take Sam Walton, the founder of Walmart. He would spend 10 hours a day in his rivals' stores measuring their shelf space. He wasn't looking for inspiration. He was looking for what worked. He built an empire by being a shameless cloner of the best ideas. Originality is just undetected plagiarism.
Steve Jobs once said, "Great artists steal." He didn't invent the mouse. He saw it at Xerox and realized it was the future. The originality trap makes you wait for a perfect idea that never comes. But ideas are cheap. Systems are expensive. Max found a winner and started sync mode. He copied the entire system. Mo by mo, he deleted the noise. He followed the winner's simplicity. The result? 100K views in a single week. He didn't invent anything. He just uninstalled his pride. Copying is a bridge, not a destination. You copy to learn the rules. Once you master them, you break them. So find your winner tonight. Study their process. Copy their heartbeat. Stay slow. Stay smart. Don't innovate. Clone. Your fortune is waiting in someone else's history. Uninstall the Originality app today and enter the successful afternoon. Success isn't about being first. It's about being the best at stealing. Max realized that the biggest winners in history weren't inventors. They were masters of the clone command. He looked at the world's greatest investor, Warren Buffett. Buffett has been earning 31% annual returns for over 40 years. While everyone else on Wall Street was losing 10%, Max asked, "Is he a genius? Or does he just have a better mirror?" Buffett didn't invent value investing. He cloned it from Benjamin Graham. He didn't try to be new. He tried to be correct. Max decided to copy the master's routine. He found out Buffett spends 6 hours a day in total silence. No phone, no meetings, just reading annual reports. Max did exactly the same. He sat. He read. He waited. It was boring. It was slow. It was the hardest thing he'd ever done. But then, the sync happened. He didn't have to guess anymore. He just followed the blueprint. This is the cheat code that Pabrai used to make 54 million. But why do we fight it? Why is copying so hard for our brains? It's because of the originality trap. We think we have to be the first to be the best. But look at Sam Walton. He wasn't the first to sell groceries. He was just the best at shopping his rivals. He would spend 10 hours a day in their stores with a small notebook. He measured the height of the shelves. He measured the speed of the checkout. He wasn't an inventor. He was a strategic vacuum. He sucked up every good idea and put it in his own store. He became the richest man in America by being a shameless clone. Max is finally starting to see the pattern. Because the market doesn't reward the first person to have an idea. It rewards the person who can scale that idea into a consistent system. But even after finding a winner, Max almost fell into the deadliest trap of all. But why does it feel like cheating? Because of the school mindset. In school, looking at your neighbor's paper is an F. In the real world, looking at the winner's paper is market research. The teachers lied to us. They told us to be original because it's easier for them to grade. But out here, original can be a death sentence for your business. Max is done with being unique and broke. He is ready for the strategic theft of Steve Jobs. Jobs didn't invent the graphical user interface. He saw it at a Xerox laboratory and realized it was the Holy Grail. Xerox had the tech, but they were too proud to use it. Jobs didn't wait. He cloned the concept and built the Macintosh. Was he a thief? Or was he just a fast mirror? The market didn't care. The customers didn't care. They only cared that the product worked. Max is closing his originality shop for good. He is heading to the mountains of the shameless cloners. He is finding his 154 million. And it all starts with one choice. Uninstall pride. Now, Max looks at the complexity tax that keeps people broke. Beginners think that complex equals better, but a millionaire's system is always shockingly simple. Sam Walton's secret? Buy low, sell low, and move fast. Buffett's secret? Find a good business, buy it cheap, and wait 50 years. These systems aren't exciting. They are effective. Max is unlearning the excitement addiction that leads to failure. The boring afternoon is starting to look like a gold mine, because a shameless clone doesn't need to be lucky. They just need to be cinched with a proven winner. If you spend all your time being unique, you're just guessing. And guessing is the fastest way to lose everything. Look at Sam Walton, the man who built Walmart. He didn't have a secret lab. He had a small notebook. He would walk into a competitor's store and stay there for 10 hours. He wasn't buying groceries. He was stealing systems. He once got arrested in Brazil for crawling on the floor of a supermarket. He was measuring the distance between the shelves. The police thought he was crazy, but Sam was just sensing. He knew that if a rival found a way to move customers faster, he had to have it. He took the best ideas from 1,000 different stores and combined them into one unstoppable machine. He became the richest man in America because he was the world champion of copying. Max is realizing that his square spoon invention was a prideful mistake. He was trying to be original when he should have been effective. Now, let's talk about the Steve Jobs heist. Jobs once said, "We have always been shameless about stealing great ideas." He didn't invent the graphical user interface. He saw it at a Xerox laboratory and realized it was the Holy Grail. The managers at Xerox thought the mouse was just a scientific toy. They had the literal gold of the future in their hands and didn't even know it. Max, he didn't wait for them to realize their mistake. He immediately entered sync mode with the concept. He saw the future while Xerox was still stuck in the past. He knew that an idea sitting in a drawer is worth exactly zero, but an idea in the hands of a shameless cloner is worth billions. He wasn't just taking a mouse. He was taking the whole user experience. He simplified the complex. He polished the rough edges. He turned a scientific experiment into a global revolution. Xerox had the tech, but they were too proud to use it correctly. Jobs didn't wait. He cloned the concept and built the Macintosh. He took a hidden idea and brought it to the masses. Was he a thief? Or was he just a strategic cloner? The market doesn't care about who did it first. It only cares about who did it best. But there is a darker side to the originality obsession. It's a secret tax that most people pay without even knowing it. Researchers found that the stress of being broke actually drops your IQ. Specifically, it drops your cognitive capacity by 13 points. This means when you're struggling, you're literally not as smart as you could be. You're stuck in survival mode, which leaves no room for creative mode. This is why trying to be original while you're broke is a trap. Cloning is the IQ insurance that saves your brain. His brain was screaming for a notification, a distraction, anything to break the quiet. By copying a system that already works, you stop the mental leak. You don't have to wonder how to succeed. The how is on the paper. This allows you to enter the successful afternoon. A successful afternoon isn't about working harder. It's about the silence where the sensing actually happens. Max is finally learning the boring path to wealth. Most people quit this road after 3 days because it's not exciting. But Max knows that excitement is for losers. Results are for winners. Now, Max is ready for the synthesis phase. Pabrai didn't just copy one person. He copied the best parts of many. This is the master secret of the shameless clone. If you copy from one person, you're a copycat. But if you copy from 10 people, you're a visionary. Max is merging the systems into something new. By combining Buffett's patience with Walton's research, Max has created a super system that belongs only to him. This is the point where you break the rules. But you can only break the rules once you have mastered them. Max has uninstalled his pride and installed a fortune engine. He is no longer a student. He is a shameless master. Are you ready to find your winner tonight? Don't look for a new idea. Look for a working machine. Don't listen to your proud friends who are broke. Listen to the silence of the millionaires. This is where the real cheat code is enabled. Max is heading back to his hammock now. He has nothing left to prove. He only has results to show. The pride tax is officially uninstalled. And the profit mode is 100% complete. Max is closing the workshop for the night. But tomorrow, he will do it all over again. Same system, same routine, same results. Because the cheat code doesn't change. Only the people who are too proud to use it change. Max is leaving you with one final thought. Are you a proud failure or a shameless winner? The choice is yours. Max out. He is pulling his cap over his eyes. But wait, there is one last level to this cheat code. This is the point where you stop being a copycat and start being a synthesizer. Mohnish Pabrai didn't just copy one person's homework. He took the patience of Buffett, the research of Walton, and the philosophy